what we call the Vietnamization of the war.
I can't hear.
American firepower and South Vietnamese firepower. So the airborne South Vietnamese Airborne Division was parachuted in, was lifted into Laos. But somehow we knew about the operation because Viet Cong had spies next to South Vietnamese president and all of them. So we were waiting for them there. I remember in that afternoon, when it became more foggy in the afternoon, around about 3 o'clock. Now when it became foggy, the air power would be limited. So we began the attack. We have 3 tanks. But one tank was burned from the first minute. Another one was blown off. One of the tanks was blown off, so it could only move around. Now the gunners on top of the tank turned the gun to the 2 aeroplanes coming, and luckily he shot down one. Wow. Yeah, and 2 parachutes, one red and one white, came out of the aeroplane. The other aeroplane immediately left the fighting site and followed the parachute and covered, the pilot. So in that 10 minutes, the last tank and our unit overcome the competition. And they all surrendered. So we captured the head of the battalion, but also the colonel who is the head of regiment. And
What did the red parachute and the white parachute mean? What did that mean?
I don't know.
Well, it
Maybe
said
the
they could
red one
tell
must be
that
a
they
very-
knew who had bailed.
Oh, I
So
see.
if somebody saw them bail out, you can know who belonged to the red chute,
By
who
the
belonged
color.
to the
Oh, I
white
see.
chute.
Yes, because they may be a different rank.
I see.
And that is why the aircraft immediately left the South Vietnamese suffering down there. So they flew and protected the 2 pilots. In 10 minutes, we overran the place. And they all surrendered. And now that battle signaled the end of the South Vietnamese occupation in Laos. Because two weeks after that, they had to withdraw from Laos. The funny thing is, at the border between Laos and Vietnam, there is a big notice board.
There's a what?
No
Notice board.
unauthorized American can cross this point. But we have pictures of American riding tanks and armored cars, into Laos.
They were authorized.
And they stopped at the sign.
authorized,
They just went through.
They probably took pictures of the sign and kept going.
Were you in Laos a lot?
I went to Laos for that particular operation, so we stayed there went into there early. Because the first day when they airlifted the people into Laos, the Vietnamese artillery, and at that time we have a Russian, a kind of missile you can shoot at the...
Oh, Sam, this one.
No. Sam is the big one, the soldier.
RPG.
Okay, an RPG.
And in the first day, they shot down 50 helicopters.
50.
50. Woo! That's a huge operation.
That's big. But which year was this?
71.
71.
Lam Sam 719. Lam Sam meaning final victory, 719. What happened to final victory 718, 717? I don't know.
I was a foot soldier. So I was very lucky to get out after 6 years.
6 years. So,
The
when
reason-
you were in the army, you in North Vietnamese army. Do you have like a certain time? Or it was until the war is over?
until the war was over.
So
We
the,
don't have a duty.
No,
It's your country.
No, I understand.
the reason I know that story is when he related it to me back in 1994 when he was in the U.S. I said, you know, when we were there, we had tremendous respect for the NLF and the NBA, but we didn't think much of the puppet troops. And he said, well, I have to tell you a story. And then he told that story. And when he captured the battalion commander after the American jets had abandoned them, he said, I have to tell you, the colonel was very angry at the Americans.
Did your experience with the ARVN, troops indicate to you that
We had no experience with the troops. I mean, they
But
had
you
a bad reputation.
but you
We didn't respect them.
given
but,
their reputation, did
Yeah.
you
No, I
basically
had-
feel that
and there were-
that
there
the
were-
war could not be won?
Oh well, yeah. I think that we did not respect them. I didn't have. While I was here, I didn't know that the war couldn't be won. I didn't know what was in Ho Chi Minh or Lee Swan's heart, and I didn't understand. I mean, I came to understand the determination of the Vietnamese, especially when I was not so much in the north, but when I was down in the rice paddies later, that they would fight us with nothing, and that they would continue to fight us, and it became clear that they weren't going to put up with us owning their land, And,
When I was in the Army, one of the sergeants who came back from Vietnam was telling us a story. He said, we had so much respect for the North Vietnamese and the Viet Cong that, remember they called them VC and Victor Charlie and then Charlie? He said, we decided to start calling them Sir Charles.
Sir Charles.
Yes.
and Mr. Charles. Mr. Charles.
Out of respect.
If we had known any Vietnamese, we'd have called him Ong Charles, right? Ong Charles, Uncle Charles.
For most of us in the north, we didn't go to war. The war came to us.
Right.
And in 1964, suddenly I was at the 8th grade at school. And suddenly one day, hundreds of bombers and fighters came and bombed cities and towns in the north of Vietnam. So all of us had to evacuate from the city. We went to the countryside, dug bunkers, go on the side under the ground. And every day, when I look up, you can see 50, 60 aeroplanes coming into Hanoi, drop bombs. You can hear the sound of the smoke coming up. That is where our parents stay working in factories. And the history lessons became very powerful. So most of the young and able-bodied of my generation from here.
As would we. I like that we didn't go to war and war came to us. So you had no choice. You had no choice but to fight. You could not fight.
Well, unless you did what we did, which was refused orders and eventually deserted.